everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Willowtree. I'm a mother of three. I'm all about spirituality, art, nature, homeschooling, neurodiversity, and so on. I have so many interests, so many things to stay tuned in. And I have been to a trip to Ireland. I'm going to set myself a little bit better. We are in Belgium. I'm born and lived in Belgium my whole entire life. But one day in my exploration of who I am, where do I come from, I decided to do a DNA test and figure out what's in my DNA. I am blonde, blue-eyed, so I already knew that I had like a more northern look. I know my grandmother has a British name and Denise Remory and that my mother, her father, was probably Irish or Scottish. He was a redhead, 2 meters high man. So that's what I already kind of knew. So when I did a DNA test, it came out, I thought I was Scottish. There's no Scottish blood in me, but a lot of Irish. I think like 80% of my blood is Irish. I have not the details because the papers, because of something got spilled on it, I think tea or something, so they are gone. I'm thinking about redoing it to have the details again. But yeah, it came out that I'm mostly Irish, British, a little bit Italian, and a little bit, I think my Roman nose comes from there, and a little bit of Native American, which I was surprised of. I've always been drawn to the Celtic culture, and we also celebrate Yule, for example, Ostara, we celebrate Imbolc, we celebrate all of these nature celebrations. I also feel more drawn to, in my belief, to believe in nature, to work with Mother Earth, to work with the elements, to work with nature spirits, with fairies, witchcraft. So yeah, all about nature. Part of the Celtic, but also part of the Native American beliefs. And they kind of click in together because they both honor nature in a deep, loving, sacred way. And I love Samhain also, by the way. Odd that I didn't start with that because that's one of my favorite celebrations. I love the autumn, I love fall so much because of its colors, because of the vibe that it gives. It gives like this magical, mysterious vibe where there is still a lot of sunny days, but the leaves are getting orange, red, brown, yellow. It's like the veil is starting to become thinner. As a very spiritual person, my special interest is spirituality. Since I've opened my eyes and been born on this planet, that's something that is very important for me, my spiritual journey. And for me, the fall is like the start of getting back into this darker feminine, mystical, magical, spiritual awakening portal. So that's why I love fall. Finding the words fall and Samhain or Halloween so much. And Samhain is a celebration that the Irish and the Celtic celebrated. It is not like Halloween, it's about honoring the dead and rethinking the ancestors. And they also wore masks to scare off darker entities, bad spirits, demons. They also put like this candlelight In America, they used pumpkins because that's what they had. But in Ireland, they used, I'm searching for the name in English. But I will say it in Dutch and write it down in English, but beaten. They used beaten and carved them out with the faces and then put the light in front of their houses to attract the ancestors, to let them know that they can come and celebrate together and eat together. But yeah, there's way more on Samhain to tell, but let's talk about our journey to Ireland. I really felt like it was a journey of going home. And the closer it came that we were going, the more I felt like a longing to go home. So that was exactly the feeling that I got when we arrived in Ireland. And it has been a journey of ups and downs. It was a journey where there came a lot of things to deal with. Hi! And when we did go to Ireland, I started off with a kidney infection. If you followed me, you know that I have been struggling with kidney infections recently. And it came up again. I had this huge pain in here. I know when it is my kidneys because I have had it so many times. And that's how we did go with the pain, and I was on painkillers and on antibiotics that I still had laying in my closet, hoping it would heal it so that I could enjoy the journey. But it was a journey. It didn't heal right away, so a lot of the times I was in pain. And then when we did got there, I'm already into nature and into connection with nature. I have a big balance of this connection with nature. I'm a nature therapist. And the first night I had a dream of a big giant tree, a mammoth. And I thought it was a tree that is here in the place where I live, because we have trees like that. But it was standing in a different place. And I was like wondering, like, what does it mean? But I didn't really go too deep into that. And then the next day, we were going to look at waterfalls. And when we stepped towards the waterfalls, I saw these two giant trees. And I was like, they already contacted me, and it was like my gift of my past self or my ancestors of connecting with nature and being so connected to the trees and nature. I feel so emotional talking about it. Awakened more, and I started connecting with the trees and with the waterfall. And it was like when I did go to this journey in Ireland, I did go towards a portal, and it changed me during the way. And I connected with the waterfall. I connected with the fairy energy that was there. It was very beautiful. The next night I had another dream. I had a dream about red mushrooms and red with white spots on, you know. And again, when I woke up, I didn't make anything out of it. I'm used to having like vivid dreams and yeah, I'm used to these kind of dreams. But that morning my children were playing outside while I was getting ready, because we always journey from place to place. We never stay at the same place for a long time. And they come running in, "Mama, mama, mama, we have seen some mushrooms, beautiful mushrooms, come and take a look." And I was like, okay, okay. And when I looked, they were red with white spots, these beautiful, huge mushrooms. And I was like, it happened again. Nature contacted me again to connect. So I put my hand on the mushrooms and allowed it to let the vibration of the mushrooms and the information that needed to come through me and channel the energy. And that whole entire day I felt like floaty and like, it's hard to explain. It was like a kind of high. I didn't eat it, I didn't do anything with it, I just did put my hand on it. And I had this high in me. And that was very special, and I think the vibration of the mushroom did go through me. We came to our cottage. After a long walk and a busy day, came to our cottage, so yeah, I'm ready to sleep. Getting ready for the next day. Do you like the bed?
Yes. I really like it too.
Oh, stealing cookies. He's a cookie monster. And the other rooms, can you show them to me? Can you turn on the lights? They're actually here.
Hij heeft de wereldpak van jou. Nee, maar je moet ze allemaal oppakken.
Secret room.
Hij wil ze allemaal.
No, I don't think we are supposed to enter it.
Ja, hij heeft ze allemaal.
And our cute little toilet, shower, and another bedroom.
For 6 people, this house.
Yeah, I will sleep here, I think. And because of that, I also had like these huge insights of wanting to write a book. And I'm working on a book about female empowerment, but the book that came then to me was the book that I want to write with trees. I am thinking about writing a book channeling information of trees or even mushrooms, and writing them down and make a book out of it with a cover that it looks like a tree. And the name that came to me was like The Whispers of the Trees. And further on my journey, that came to the synchronicities of a yes, that's something you're supposed to do came to me too. But we also had a lot of other bumps. We had a flat tire. From the beginning I was like, these tires look a little bit flat. They weren't flat, but they were like squeezable. And we contacted the renting. We rented the car, and we contacted the renting place, and they were like, "Oh, that's okay. That's normal. That's fine." So we were like, "Okay." Then there was this light on the car that said flat tire, and we're like, again contacting them. They said like, that's normal, that's always on, that's just yeah, there's nothing wrong. And then at a moment we wanted to pack our stuff and move further to another B&B or cottage, and I saw like, we have a flat tire. But then the man that where we stayed was helping us. He was like, "Oh, that happens so much." He had a pump in his car, started pumping up so that we could drive towards a garage, and there we did let our tire replace. We're having a flat tire, and this kind man at the B&B that we stayed is going to help us pump it up, but we already had a flat tire yesterday, and my husband did let it pump up in a gas station then, but it's flatter than yesterday, so it's probably a hole in it. So we're going to have to go to like some place where we can like put a new tire on it, but like we planned a lot today. We had a 2-hour drive also, so I hope this will yeah, that we can still do what we were planning, and that we can yeah, don't have to go in too late at our new B&B. That, yeah, because it's busy, the children are playing. Say hi! But the help that you get of the Irish people, they are so kind. They are like, they want to help. When you ask for help, they will help. They are so kind. So I feel so grateful, and so yeah, that was so amazing to experience this kindness. And we got helped right away. The tire, like 15 minutes, and it was replaced. Here in Belgium, if you have a flat tire, they will have to pick you up. No one will help. They will just stare or make pictures or just do nothing. That was different. And here in Belgium, if you have like a flat tire, you will like have your car gone for a while, a whole day or maybe a whole weekend or whatever, and it will cost so much. But in Ireland it was very affordable, and the help was there right away, and they fixed it right away. So that was good, and that was nice to experience too. So even though it was like a bump in the road, it was a journey. It was like, it was adding up to a good experience actually. Even though it was a flat tire, it wasn't a negative experience. At that moment I was still struggling with my kidneys. I was very tired, feeling sick. I had a moment that I was so tired. We were at the playground with my children that I had to lay down in the toilet on the ground. I was so tired. We had to make a stop before we did go to our next cottage or next place that we were going. And I had to sleep on the ground. It was ice cold, but I had to do it, and I was in so much pain. My pills were I was out of pills and I was scared that my kidney infection would get worse, because I had had kidney infections where I have this high fever that I'm so sick that I can't get up anymore, and I was so scared. So in the town we stopped by and I did go into a herbal store where I asked for some natural things that I know that are good for the kidneys. One of them is curcuma. So I had these curcuma pills and then some kind of flower, I don't know the name, but I will write it down. And I asked that. And I started taking that, and after 2 days my kidney infection was gone. And I was like, we have all of these chemical pills that doctors write us and give us that actually makes us more sick at the end. And then when you start going back into this natural herbal, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't go to the doctor and shouldn't take medication if you need to for your health, but sometimes you're better off with more natural things for your body, and my body craved a natural healing. So I healed, and that was such an amazing thing. We also did go to a garden of Bridget. Bridget is a Celtic goddess, witch, especially in spring with Ostara. She's celebrated because of the fertility, fertility in nature, but also fertility in women, in animals. So we did go to the garden. It is fall, so there aren't a lot of flowers blooming, but still it was a magical place with the fairy energy, so that was very nice. And I purchased there a fairy magic tea and purchased some new cards, oracle cards, so yeah. Then we did decided to celebrate Samhain in Ireland. I felt so excited to celebrate my favorite time of the year in a place that I have longed for to visit. It was really a dream came true. I really felt this calmer energy. It was like I was becoming a new me that was calmer, was grounded, was more trusting, and I started to become a person that started trusting every process. Like having the flat tire, normally I would stress out and flip and get into this stress mode, but there I was like, it's okay, it will. I became this more, let's trust the process, whatever comes to me, whatever comes to my journey, I know it's right. There is no wrong or right, but whatever happens is what is meant to happen at that moment. So that was changing and life-changing, and I'm still in this new energy. I do feel now back in Belgium that I come into these stress moments sometimes, but I can more easily go and sag into this flow of trust and trusting the process and trusting whatever that comes up, also feelings that come up that's right at that moment, and process it and heal more quickly because of it. So we did go to the Puka festival. We write names on a wooden thing of the people that we love. They would burn it into the fire. It was, yeah, we also did go to a circus. That was fun. I was exploring my sexuality also at the moment. Still do, by the way. Figuring out if I'm bi, if I'm lesbian. I know I'm into women and I'm very attracted to women. And in the circus, like, these women are so beautiful, and they're dancing, their acts. I just enjoyed it with my lesbian heart so much, to be honest. Like, that was a good experience too. And then the fire came at night, and yeah, it was very magical, like this Celtic music in the background, the stories that came, the show, the fire dancers, and just being in a place where I felt home, where I felt myself, where I felt connected with my past self and my ancestors, and experiencing that with the ones I love, my husband, with my children. And being this new version of myself that doesn't react right away, but is calmer, is softer, is trusting, dancing around the fire, experiencing it all. It was a new beginning. It is a new beginning. So, long story short, it was a magical, transforming, amazing experience of ups and downs, but all meant to be, all meant to happen, all meant to experience. It was amazing, and I'm so grateful for it. Now I feel that I one day also want to connect with my Native American part of me. It is so small, but yet I feel like, yeah, that can also transform me. And yeah, when I came back to Belgium, it was like the magic lingered and the magic came with me. And things started happening from there on too. Also challenges, good things, but also challenges. And my life is changing rapidly, but for the better. I probably have still some footage to show, so I'm not going to end it here, and just, if there still is footage, let you enjoy the journey, and but want to thank you for watching.
And the sound you're hearing here are irks, our trumpets, old horns that were. Each of the four pillars will be lit. They're north, south, east and west, with various different names. We've got Taranaree, Canuckish, Crew and Taltu, and in the middle is Tinadatuaha. This is Iha Hauna. It's the night when the veil between the two worlds is at its thinnest. Lighting these fires to scare the spooks away, and that's why we lit fires on these nights. a big round of applause for that piglet. Canucklish is on fire. Damn firelighters. A fresh tin of the A. Killing will share Lassa. Too. Hey, watch. When you see it lighting up, I want a big cheer. Oh, cheer, Lassa! Tree, car. Up. We need a slow clap from the audience. Here we go. Someone send it up there. Jenny.
for tuning in, for staying, for being on this journey, and wishing you all the love, all the magic, all the transformation that you need in your life, and sending you so much love. Mwah.